He is one of the busiest fellas in TV. He hosts Taskmaster, he stars in his own comedy The Cleaner, and this week Greg Davies is back with a new series of Never Mind The Buzzcocks. Greg joins me now. How on earth are you supposed to control Courtney Love?
I mean, I actually got stressed rewatching that clip. Imagine 2 hours of Courtney Love I had. And as an ex-teacher, Lorraine...
Well, indeed.
It does not sit well with me, someone who's not controllable.
Exactly, because you were a hard taskmaster.
I wasn't allowed to ring her parents.
No, and just said, can you please remove your child from this? But what a laugh, Buzzcocks says. I mean, I've been lucky enough to do it, to be... I hosted it, and I think I ended up smacking Noel Fielding on the bottom with a carpet beater.
Yes. Well, I can understand that.
I mean, it was consensual.
I'd like to smack him with a carpet beater sometime.
He was quite happy, and it was okay. It wasn't like a bad thing.
I'm sure.
It was for comedy, so it was all right. But the thing about it is, you never, like we saw, you never know how it's going to go, do you?
Well,
there's a rough plan.
That's the thing. I get asked to what extent it's manufactured chaos.
Yes.
It's not. It's just chaos. I'm not in control, and I think. Because the regulars, Noel and Jamali and Daisy... Well, Daisy hasn't been on this series much because she selfishly had a baby.
Oh, honestly, some people.
So we had other people stand in, Sophie Willan and a few guest stars.
Sure.
But they've all been on Taskmaster, where I'm given ultimate power and they have to respect my word. But they don't on this show.
No, it's revenge time for them, isn't it?
It's just absolute carnage. It's like a studio full of naughty children that I can't control. And you put Courtney into the mix of that.
And it's...
carnage.
Just carnage.
But so much fun.
Very, very funny.
We have so much fun. This is our...
And it's gone more than just music now. You know, I mean, obviously, when it first started out, it was all about... And of course, it is about music, but it's about so much more than that as well,
well, it is.
But We've gone so many different directions.
I try and bring it back to music.
I know you do.
I try my best, but with the group of people that are on there, it just spirals off into all sorts.
It's very odd. I do remember one time Courtney Love was on and she had a band called Hole.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Oh, I remember.
And her hole had split. Do you remember? And it was like, OK, that's fine. That goes down another road altogether.
Thank God we didn't get into that.
I'm so glad that you didn't. But it's such a great, great show. But look, you are having a moment. Well, a big moment, because this is happening. We see you on Taskmaster, which that was a show you were born to do.
Well, yeah. I'm very lucky.
It's really
But also,
fun.
I am sick of my own face.
Don't be sick of
your own face. It's ridiculous how much of me there is on at the moment. I agree.
No, I like it.
But I think that Buzzcocks sometimes gets a bit forgotten. And,
because everything else is going on.
Because everything else is happening. But Buzzcocks is such fun. We have such a laugh on that show. Well, and we did loads of different things this time.
Like what?
Like we did some specials. So we did like a 90s special. Oh. And we did a boy and girl band special.
Oh, that'd be good.
And a rock special, which is what Courtney did. So we had Mel B on as one of the guest
Obviously.
Very competitive Spice Girl.
Very competitive Spice Girl.
The most competitive of all the Spice Girls. But so we have a great fun, and I'd love people to watch it. I
just think you're having a blast, you know. You've got Buzzcocks going on, you've got Taskmaster going on, The Cleaner as well. It's all kind of come out at the one time.
It is all. I'm on so many channels at once, and I can only apologise. But after this extreme period, I'll disappear for a while, I promise.
No, don't. Please don't. Can I take issue with something?
Yes, anything.
Yes. Because people say you're an unlikely sex symbol. I think you're a very likely sex symbol.
Well,
I mean, come on.
You're a silver-tongued devil, Lorraine Kelly.
But there is something very attractive about you. You must know that.
I certainly do not know
Yes, you do.
If you'd have been in my house an hour ago and watching me getting ready in front of the mirror, you wouldn't think that. It's not pretty.
And do you ever miss being a teacher? Or the skills that you learned as a teacher, have you managed to bring them into the wacky world of showbiz?
I think the skills that I learned as a teacher have been really useful, apart from on Buzzcocks, where I don't have any control. But they're very useful. Do I miss it? Not for whatever the smallest measurement of time is.
As until of time, you don't miss it at all?
I had some great times teaching. I met some most of my friends are from those years.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you can, and
I don't miss it. I secretly always wanted to have a go at this, so I don't. I don't miss the classroom.
But when you're a teacher, you are sort of performing in a way, aren't you? You have to. You have to sort of...
You have to pretend you have authority, yeah. You have to pretend that you have...
and that you know things.
Any kind of discipline at all, which I
you know
never
what's
do.
going on.
Yeah.
Buzzcocks, when's it back? Is it Wednesday?
Wednesday, 9 o'clock, Sky Max and Now.
Sky Max and Now?
Yeah.
Excellent. And then we can see you, of course, in Taskmaster.
You can.
That is what... I like you on a throne.
I like me on a throne.
I like you on a throne, and I like that your throne is bigger. It's the big throne.
Well, I insisted on it contractually.
Because you're a big fella.
Do you know, I found out this series that his throne has got padded arms and mine hasn't. And I've genuinely asked for the padding to be removed on his arms.
Well, I should think so. I mean, you can't be having that. You can't have your underlings.
I'm not joking.
Being more comfortable.
I have asked for it to be removed.
Have you really?
Yes.
I love you. It's fantastic. Listen, it's so good to see you, big man. Come and
So
see
nice,
us any time.
It's nice
so,
to come on.
Buzzcocks is out, and we shall be watching the chaos.
Why won't they let us stand up together?
Let us stand up. I've got high heels on, though. Like, look, let me take my high heels off.
That's it.
Oh, I like that. I do like a big man. And you're a very... I bet you... No, yeah. I was going to say something inappropriate and I'll get into trouble. I've got to behave myself.
Say it when we go to break.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Lorraine.